Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so thankful that you decided to click on this video and spend a little bit of time with me today. I'm going to be unboxing a Sentro knitting machine. So I have wanted a knitting machine for quite some time now, and I just haven't purchased one for some reason. I really wanted the Addy machine, but it is so expensive. And so I wanted to get a cheaper one for now because it'll help me decide, is this something I really enjoy and want to invest in? And if that's the case, then at a later date, I'll feel more comfortable spending more money on the Addy. So I got the Sentro knitting machine. I did get this off Amazon, and it was, I think, $64.99, and there was a $14 off coupon, which actually leads me into a very exciting announcement, I guess you could call it. I have joined the Amazon influencer program, so I now have my own Amazon storefront, which I will link in the description. Basically, you can click on the link, and some of my favorite products, things I talk about in my videos, or just things I love in general. Most of these things will have to do with yarn, crochet, crafting in some sort, but there may be other things sprinkled in there here and there. But I'm really excited about this. I did a video a few months ago about some of my favorite Amazon crochet products to get on Amazon, so I'm a big Amazon shopper. I haven't gotten the chance yet to add a ton of things on there. I did add the yarn stasher, organizer, and storage cubes from Bobble and Puff that I talked about in a recent video. I've added those on there, and I will add this on there as well. So when you shop my storefront, I do earn a small commission from Amazon for that. And it's just a great way that you could help support my channel. And, you know, I'm definitely not asking you to purchase something that you're not interested in just to support my channel. But if there is something you're interested in that I'm talking about, it would greatly help me if you would just click that link. And I think it will help you too, because in my storefront, everything will be organized there. And you know that these are products that I have tested and tried and can really stand behind. So I hope that you enjoy that as much as I'm gonna enjoy adding things to that list. So basically for this video, I've never used a knitting machine before. So this is gonna be kind of a vulnerable, unbox this with me, set it up with me, let's try making a beanie type video. I don't want this to be super long, so I'll probably edit out quite a bit of things, but I do plan on doing a live video soon where once I get the hang of it, I'm going to make a few things on live. I've seen where some people do that, and I really enjoy those. So I'm going to try to set my tripod up in a spot where I think you all could see easily. I'm going to unbox everything. We're going to see how it works, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so trying to film like overhead is so difficult. I do not see how people do it so easily. I don't know if I just have not found the right setup yet or what, but I've been struggling to get everything set up for too long now. So what I've decided to use, and I actually wanted to show you this, and I will link it on Amazon in my store as well, but it's this cool little neck holder for your phone. So you literally just, it's a magnet, and you snap your phone onto the magnet and it holds your phone for you. And so that's how I do, that's how I've done some of my recent footage, like some shorts that I've done of me crocheting is with this thing. So I'm gonna try to use this and see how it works. That way you're pretty much seeing what I'm seeing because it's in my line of sight. However, I hope it's not too wobbly. So I'm just gonna see how it works and we'll adjust if needed. So here it is out of the box. My 6-year-old is going to help me try to set this up because he's honestly better at stuff like this than me. Also, ignore my dirty carpet. I tried to film on something else and it wasn't working, but I wanted to show you what this comes with. So this is the 48 needle Sentro. It comes with some yarn, and let me see I don't think it has the info on here. It almost feels like a wool blend, but I don't know if it is or not. Maybe an acrylic wool blend. So here's this. There's some pink, there's some bluish gray, and then here is all the, like the legs and stuff like that. So we're going to get these put on, and then I will be back to
to show you it all put together. Okay, so we have it all put together for the most part. There are some suction cups that you can add to the bottom if you're going to be doing it on a hard surface, but since I'm going to be doing it on the floor right now, I'm not going to put those on yet. It also came with these needles. Oops. It also came with these needles, different sizes, as well as this hook, and the screws were magnetic with this magnetic screwdriver, so that was really nice. And then the tension thing right here. Okay, so I am going to watch a little video on how to cast on, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I have cast it on, and I have done my first row. I'm using this yarn. I think it's a Craft Smart yarn. I just wanted to do something variegated. One thing I did notice is, sorry, I just hit the camera. It's on 3, the counter is on 3, and I've only gone around twice. So, I don't like that, which I have heard that this counter is not good. So, we'll see. I'm just going to do 1 row less. I am following a tutorial by Yarn Stash with Marching North for how to make a beanie. So I think I'm supposed to do like 140 rows, and so I'm going to do that. And I will say casting on was easy. It is a little nerve-wracking because it is my first time and I don't want to mess up. Okay, I think I actually realized why this says 3. And it's because I've already passed the starting section with this white pin, which is the first pin, or hook, or whatever you call it. And so I think it's already counted over to row 3. Like, I'm on row 3 now. So hopefully that's the case, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's what we have so far. It's going pretty good. We're on row 29. I will say, it definitely would be better to have it on a hard surface where you can use the suction cups, because it's actually like hurting my wrist to hold the machine down and crank it at the same time. It is easy to crank. I can definitely see why people buy the drill attachment and use a drill, because that would make it a lot easier. But I also just think because I'm not using the suction cups on a hard surface, it's a little bit harder. But because of filming, this is just what I have to do right now. So I'm kind of just holding it down as I turn it, and I'm having to take some breaks because my wrist is hurting. But it's going good overall, and I'm excited to get it done. Okay, so I've got my 140 rows. I think I did one extra. It's okay. So now I am gonna learn how to cast off. I'm still watching that same tutorial. So I've pulled it out of the tension thing. I've got my hair stuck in it. And so I will be back once I do that. So I'm not showing every process, just because it's hard to film while you're trying to learn something, but I hope at least this is entertaining for you to kind of see how it is for a first timer. I will say my wrist hurts really bad. Not the wrist that's cranking it, but the wrist that is holding onto the machine. So I definitely, and my 6-year-old was holding it too. Does your hands hurt?
Very badly.
So next time we'll definitely do it on a table with the suction cups, and I'm definitely already wanting to order the drill attachment. So
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Well, I do.
I don't.
All right, so we're going to learn how to cast off, and then I will check back in. Okay, so casting off is really easy. So you just take your little needle that it comes with, and the stitch that's next, you just poke it through there and draw it through, and then you just continue to do that, and it continues to cast off. And I just got it stuck. So this, I know the process will go faster the more I get used to this. I'm just scared to mess it up. So I'm going extra careful. And I definitely, my hat's a couple rows longer than it should be, so I definitely Next time we'll know when to, bless you, when to stop, but I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. So I'm going to continue to cast off, and then I will show you what's next. Okay, so I've got my tube, so I've got it completely removed off. It was really easy to cast off, and then I'm going to continue following the tutorial for how to sew it up. Okay, so I finally got everything sewed up. This is a double layer beanie, so I have everything sewed up. I did leave a little bit of a tail that I didn't weave in, but you're just supposed to flip it up, and you have your beanie. All right, so I'm going to try it on, see how it works. I haven't had luck with hats crocheting them lately, which is so weird because I used to only crochet hats. So I hope that this fits. I would love to make these for Christmas gifts for my family this year. So I'm gonna set my tripod back up and try this on, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll give you my final thoughts too. I'm having all kinds of issues today with filming. I don't know what it is. There's just those days where everything goes naturally and good, and then there's those days where everything seems difficult, and my ring light is decided it doesn't want to work. So yay. Right when I'm about to finish the video. So hopefully the lighting is still okay enough for you to see. I'm gonna try to maybe scoot this over. Let's see. I think the lighting's better here. Okay. Hopefully. Sorry. Anyway, here's the finished beanie. Again, I think I made it a couple rows longer. So let's see how it fits. I'm honestly nervous. I want this to work so much. Okay, so crazy hair, and let's try this on. Okay, I like it. It's definitely thick and nice and warm, and I think this would fit so many different head sizes. I think my son wants to make one, and I was thinking, am I gonna have to figure out how to make it smaller? But I think it actually would fit him. I just need to do less rows. So I think I wanna add a pom-pom to this one. I think I might have a pink pom-pom, that would be great. But I really like it. I'm definitely happy with it. My final thoughts are, is the Sentro knitting machine worth it? And I think yes. Again, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's nothing too hard. And for the price, I would say normally on Amazon, it's probably going to cost you anywhere from $50 to $60. And I think it's really worth it. You know, it takes several hours to crochet a beanie. And even more probably to knit a beanie. And so to be able to do one in, I'm sure if once you got good at it and if you had the drill attachment, it would probably only take you about 15 or 20 minutes to make. For me, it definitely took longer because I was watching a tutorial and doing it for the first time, but I could definitely see how you could get it down to like 15 or 20 minutes. It's also a great stash busting tool because I used almost a whole skein of yarn for this. And so definitely it would be great for stash busting. Also, some of your more fun and colorful yarn, it would just be awesome to see the color combinations that come out of it. And you can switch colors. Of course, I want to learn how to do that as well. And there's just so much you can do with it. And I know you can also knit panels, you know, to make scarves or for sweaters and things like that. So I definitely want to play around with it a little bit more. I definitely recommend it. I'm very glad I got it, and I can't wait to make beanies for my family for Christmas. So I'm going to go over in natural lighting so you can hopefully see it a little bit better.
and I will share it with you again whenever I do a video here pretty soon where I share some of my finished objects. I will include this and let you know if I put a pom-pom on it and how that went. But I'm going to go over and show you this in natural light. But first I want to share the Bible verse with you, and the one I want to share, which I share quite often, but I think is just obviously one of the most important verses in the Bible, and it is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. I think I maybe missed a word there. It's okay. So I think that is just such an important verse. It's the gospel, and I just like to say that one every now and then, especially when I don't have another one prepared. So I'm going to go and show you this in natural light. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It felt a little bit chaotic to film, but I hope that I can edit it down in a way where it is enjoyable and that you at least get a little bit of a sense of what it's like to use one of these as a first timer if you are interested in getting one. So I messed up the audio again whenever I flipped my phone around to take this clip. So I think when I'm holding it at this angle that I'm like putting my finger over the speaker. So anyway, I'm just talking about how much I really enjoy the beanie. I'm showing it to you in natural lighting. And I also mentioned that it would be really easy to make a slouchy beanie just by adding some more rows. You can also decide, how thick you want the brim to be by folding it over more or less. My kids are screaming, sorry about that. But yeah, I really liked it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful if you're thinking of buying the Sentro. I pray that God blesses you, and I will see you super soon in the next one. Bye!